You know?
I agree wholeheartedly, sir. And I could continue talking about weight loss because this is one of my favorite things to work on as a hypnotherapist. But we have so many other things that hypnotherapy can help people with that I kind of wanted to move on a little bit with that.
Yeah,
and again, if you have any questions about that, please feel free to email us, and we'd be happy to answer those for you. And, call. I won't answer the phone during the show, obviously, but I will get back with you. All right, so another indication or things that you can use hypnotherapy for is quitting smoking. That's a really popular one.
I know that's a really big one, too.
And I pulled up a study here that was posted June 23rd, 2008. This comes from a study that was conducted at the San Francisco VA Medical Center and the University of California, San Francisco, and it was published in the May issue of Nicotine and Tobacco Research. So the folks that are actually going out and producing the nicotine and tobacco, they are also looking for ways to help people quit smoking if they desire doing that.
That's so great. That's kind of a new thing that's happened over the last few years, and I think that's really, really cool. So.
I'm going to make an aside. I'm going to come back to the study for a moment, but I often get phone calls and people ask me if I take insurance for hypnotherapy, and most major insurance plans do not support hypnotherapy in that, except for quitting smoking and weight loss.
I know, that's interesting, yeah. And I know it's changing, too, with insurance companies. They're starting to get on board a little bit more with pain control and in hospitals. But for now, I know that stop smoking and weight loss are the two that most insurance companies do cover.
They most do. If you're curious about that, check out your insurance company coverage, and it's really great. I've had some clients. I had a client this summer, Mitch, who came to me. He was 79 years old, and he wanted to quit smoking. He'd been smoking for 57 years, and he quit smoking. And he felt so good about himself, knowing that he could do anything with his mind. And this was a starting off point for him. He said, if I know that I can do this, then I can do anything. And so I've told that story a few times, and sometimes from other people I get, well, what's the point? He's 79. I'm like, the point is he's still breathing.
And now he gets to live to 179.
Yes. And so we have goals at whatever age we have, and he showed himself that doesn't matter where you are in your life, you can make positive and lasting changes.
Never too late to get healthy.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. So in this study, a total of 286 participants were randomly divided and received either hypnosis or standard behavioral counseling aimed at smoking cessation. So again, they're looking at regular kind of counseling and counseling with hypnosis. And what they found was that hypnosis was particularly helpful for would-be quitters who reported a history of depression. So they were finding that hypnosis was covering more bases than just let's quit smoking. It was getting into other realms, or the emotional realm of things behind the smoking.
Makes perfect sense. I've always thought that, one of the things we do with our emotions is we consciously push them down. Mm-hmm. We suppress them. I think suppression is actually when we're consciously deciding not to feel our emotions. Mm-hmm. And I always think like overeating and smoking, it seems like such a perfect metaphor to me. When you're pushing food in your mouth or breathing in that smoke, that you're literally pushing down, holding down those emotions. So
I agree. And there's a clip that's been out on the internet for a while from the Ellen DeGeneres show, where she had NLP and hypnotherapist Paul McKenna, who's pretty famous, on her show to help her quit smoking. So I wanted to show that clip right now.
Perfect. That's excellent.
So as I said earlier, this is something I've been struggling with since I was a teenager, smoking. I thought it was, for some reason, you're young, you think it's cool, and I started doing it, and I've never wanted to admit this, and my executive producer said, do you want to talk about this on the show? And it was a pretty scary thing to share with everybody, but I'm really glad I did. So this is a life-changing session I had with Paul McKenna. Take a look.
Your brain's like a computer, and what we're going to do today is reprogram it so that smoking doesn't mean the same thing to you again. So I'm going to ask you to think through times that you wanted to quit. I need you to think of 4 times. Maybe a relative died, you had chest pain, you were told by your doctor you got to quit, and you just thought, damn, I just got to quit. Yeah? Can you think of 4 of those? We'll just do one at a time. Have you got one of those times?
Chest pain.
Chest pain. So chest pain is one.
That's the code.
Yeah, okay. Number 2 is what?
Mother.
Mother. Number 3 is?
Poison.
Poison. Okay. number 4?
I think there's 2 different incidents that I had serious chest pains.
So you got chest pain,
Yeah,
second chest pain.
Yeah.
So if you could just close your eyes and remember the first chest pain incident. Start to overlap that with mother, then overlap it into poison, then overlap it into chest pain. Overlap that chest pain into the first chest pain, and just keep going through all of these memories, seeing what you saw, hearing what you heard, and feeling how bad you felt in all of these. That's it. Make the colors rich and bright and bold in these memories. The sounds loud and the feelings strong. That's it. Good. There you go. And when you are feeling utterly overwhelmed with this awful negative feeling, give me a yes. Right, now try to imagine having a cigarette in the evening. Try to imagine having a cigarette in a social situation. Try to imagine having a cigarette under any circumstances whatsoever. Just run through that now. Okay, and then when you're ready, just open your eyes, come up. Right. I'm sorry about that. It's quite a powerful experience you went through. I'm sorry that you had to feel so bad. Is there a food or a beverage you really hate the taste of?
I don't like black licorice. Anything hot and spicy on licorice.
On licorice. Great.
Right.
Okay, let me just stand up from this. So we're going to create associational link. So I'd like you to close your eyes and imagine I've got a big bar of licorice here. Yeah? And I've put some chili on it. So you've got chili flavored licorice, and you have to take a bite of it. Take a bite of it and chew it. Oh, it's disgusting. There you go. Chew on it, chew on it, chew on it. Oh, that's awful, isn't it? And we've taken some hair from a barbershop floor and some spittoon, and we've mixed it all up together. It's disgusting. Now, imagine trying to take a drag from a cigarette, and mixed in with it is hairy spittoon, chili licorice. That's it. You've got all of those tastes combined. That's it. Oh, that's disgusting. Let's stop. Okay, now when you're sorry about that, that's the last time we're going to do anything uncomfortable.
I actually don't mind hairy spittoon, but...
Okay. So we're going to do some hypnosis. This is going to be like a sort of guided meditation, like a daydream. What I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to relax. Thank you. And as you do, count backwards in your mind now from 300, 299, 298, 297. You're a non-smoker. You've quit smoking. Whenever anyone offers you a cigarette in future, you'll say, "No thanks, I don't smoke." That's right. And I'm going to reach over and pick up your right hand and place it there. That's it. And as I let it go, I don't want you to put it down any faster than you integrate all the changes that I've asked your unconscious mind to do so. And as you remember now every really good experience in your life intensely, see what you saw and hear what you heard and feel how good you felt, build up inside you a massive positive feeling. Really build them up inside you and know that you can have these going on as a neurochemical event. Maybe not this strong, but there as background happiness. More and more often. So not only will you have become an ex-smoker when you open your eyes in just a moment, but you will have created a massive feeling of positive optimism in your future. So as I count back from 10 until 1, you'll awaken refreshed, relaxed, and alert. 10, 9, 8, beginning to return now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. Feel good. So, do you feel like a cigarette?
No, I do not.
All right, so I'm telling you, I feel so good. I mean, it's been 3 days, and there's, those are the hardest. The first, there are certain times that you're used to. If you're a smoker, there are certain things that you just, associate with smoking. I feel so good. I feel healthier. It seems ridiculous, but my skin looks better. I just feel like I feel healthier. I feel really good. Thank you so much.